Welcome back to Eleutheria, where we talk about liberty and stuff that sometimes depresses us. So actually today we're going to have some feel-good stories, and maybe, just maybe, I'll do some sewing. So we'll see how things go. Let's address the comments. Sort of cutting up a shirt. Sort of. We'll see. Don't look at me like that. Your shirts are safe. Yeah, but I don't actually handle the needles because they're in a machine. That helps. Wow, I did not know that about you, Joker. I just always assumed you were in the Cape. Wow, it's weird. Hello, Totenkopf. Hello, Kyle. I hope David's still around. Hello, David. And yeah, I think that's everybody. Yeah, we are having some fantastic weather in, and of course, hello, Paul. I don't know if you stuck around. If it's actually going to be a sewing lesson, you probably buggered off. Hello, Mr. Punisher. I don't know about you guys, but geez, after watching Ramon's show this morning, you know, the morning show, summing up all the news, and Germ having Dr. David Klatzo on his show, and like just reminding us just how deep in the shit we are. Like, I'm feeling like a bit down, eh? I'm like, and I feel like maybe we need to think about some of the positive stories that are going on in South Africa. So, well, that's typical of the Cape, isn't it, Carl? Yeah, it's really depressing. So I thought, let's kick this off with a really feel-good story. So here we go. I'm about to share my screen of a story that is on Good Things Guy. Actually, let me copy the link so you guys can go read it for yourself just now if you like. Time for the checkout aisle. Yeah, definitely time for the checkout aisle. Bones are iced. Paul Hart coming with the based notes. We're all fucked. There is no hope. We're all going to die horribly. So what are you going to do about it? Not think about it for a day? I just can't. I can't today. Just please, I can't today. It's just too much for me right now. Yes, well, at least I'm a fetty, so I got warmth to help me out. It's cool. Let's start a movement. Invade Western Cape. Everyone quits and sells everything and start moving to Western Cape. Yeah, I think if we could do rural Western Cape, it'd be, husband would be on board. I think. I don't know, he's in a training session, so I don't know how much of me he's actually listening to. So, Cape Town welcomes us. Oh, thank you. What can we do? We're doomed. I don't know so much, eh? I don't know so much, because just have a look at this. Just stay away from the city, yeah. If we could avoid cities completely, that would be like great. Oh. Gentle says they welcome the Valis with open arms. Hello, Anti-Moxes today. Okay, cool. I want to share this story with you because I think it's one of the good stories that has come out of this period. So, without further ado, here we go. Fishhook High School principal shares message about students who launched lockdown businesses and charities, welcomes them to adulthood. The Fishhook High School principal, Mr. Fish, was approached by a group of grade 12 students asking if he could help them get their business off the ground. The teens used their downtime during the lockdown to launch an apparel business. Their hope was to gift Mr. Fish a hoodie and have him promote the business on the school's social media pages. He was inspired by their business and started working on a speech for the next assembly. While Mr. Fish was preparing his assembly speech, a grade 8 student that had launched a non-profit organization using eco-bricks was sent to his office. It was then he became inspired to share their stories with the parents and past students on social media. Mr. Fish explained how parents and teachers work to gently guide children into young adults, preparing them for life outside of school. He said even though many teens feel frustration at being held back by the adults in their lives, taking it slow and gently going into life is the best approach. Mr. Fish then went on to congratulate the teens that inspired him, stating that they were well on their way to becoming well-rounded, successful adults. And then there's a video of his speech. It is 3 minutes long, so I'm not going to play it. So there you go, guys. There you go. Yes, I know Cape Town is cuck expensive. Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to time, that's what we need to do. Yeah, just stop being spectators. Totenkopf was expelled from Fishhook High. Good old days. Mr. Fish from Fishhook High School. Yeah, right. I wonder if this is not mainstream media bull. I don't know. Go look at the Facebook page. You tell me. Gentle Inflatable School killed Fishhook's High School at sports, so that's cool. Middag the Brew. If they're well-rounded, then stop feeding them. If you're talking about a physical war, it's not on my doorstep yet. So no, it's like I'm fighting back with ideas at this stage. And lots of comments going between you guys, so that's cool. So yeah, that's a feel-good story, the first feel-good story for the day. I thought it was really cool. I just have a lot of tabs open. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't trust this organization. I think here's the honest truth of what I think Jared Pitzer is. I think he's a marketing guru and he's managing to raise lots of money for himself. And yeah, maybe he's feeding some of his profits into grassroots movements. Whatever. I don't trust him for shit. Just, yeah. That whole movement and I'm staying and all of that just like makes me bring up a little bit of bile in the back of my throat. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much Paul, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, move 1 million t-shirts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Um, who likes snakes? Like, my boys absolutely love snakes. Dude, I didn't have Netflix. Why do I need to cancel it? You know I don't need Netflix. I told you my trick. I know you like snakes. You have one. A protest where they hug cops and be good little subjects and go where they are told. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Snakes are good. The sweet snakes. Oh, you mean sour worms? The brew and snakes have an agreement. I don't go trashing in their bushes and they don't come to my bar. That's generally how it works with snakes. They don't like people very much. So, yeah. Joker's got a brain like a fish. Must be all that time he spent throwing balloons down drains. A dead snake is a good snake. No. 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 Okay, Paul. Bye-bye. You missed the sewing lesson. It's all good. Snakes are amazing pets. We had a California king snake. All men have snakes. Okay, gentle. Now I get it. Yeah, don't like spiders either, gentle. And snakes eat spiders, so that's all good. Totenkopf has a red-tailed boa. And I would love to. Geez, I had a blood test a week ago and my veins weren't cooperating and it's still sore. Anyway, back to the comments. Yes, I agree. It's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. In Australia, it's the other way around. The spiders eat the snakes. Eleven Totenkopf has plenty of the garden variety Cape Cobras, like literally in your garden, right? And he marks his days with Paul on dead snakes. And Gentle Inflatables often has snakes in their yard because of the field across the road from them. Yeah, I know. We don't. Yeah, Australia just wants to kill people. Like, really. Like, kangaroos even kick people. A dead snake is another happy vermin rat. Okay. All right. Well, I want to show you guys something because, like, when I read this, I was like, this is so cool. Okay. So a boomslang lays eggs after being captured from a stack of briarwood in KZN. So on Saturday night, a farmer named Chris in the Upper Highway area was picking out wood out of his wood pile for his braai, and he discovered a snake, and he managed to capture it. On Sunday morning, when he was about to release it, he noticed that it laid eggs in the container. Evans is a experienced snake catcher. So Evans says, the farmer sent him a picture and he could identify the serpent as a boomslang. This is the third one I've seen lay eggs pretty much straight after being captured, said Evans. You might think it's early for a snake to be laying eggs. Generally, yes, most will lay in early summer, but boomslang mate in late summer around March. So this is normal. I drove up to collect the eggs. It was such a beautiful area. Evans says Chris and his family are very snake friendly and they don't believe snakes should be. Please go away. Evans says Chris and his family are very snake friendly and they don't believe snakes should be killed. They capture them and release them nearby. It's always refreshing chatting to people with this attitude. The mother boomslang was beautiful. She had a bit more green than most female boomslang I see. Nothing like the usual color of the males, though, bright green and black. Although sometimes boomslang that look like a typical male turn out to be females. Evans says boomslang eggs aren't usually as white as most other snake eggs. You see here. They're more yellowish, like how some infertile eggs look actually. They take much longer than most snakes to hatch. The last clutch Ushaka incubated for me took about 5 months, as opposed to 2 to 3 months. Once the babies hatch, they will be released. Chris released the females soon after I left. Hopefully she can fatten up quickly and be ready to breed again next mating season. Evans said it should be noted that mother snakes do not care for their young like many other animals. In the wild, they lay their eggs and leave them, except pythons. So taking her eggs and releasing her is not cruel whatsoever. And yes, if you ever go to like a snake sanctuary or anything, you will learn that. They lay their eggs and they go off and carry on with their life. That's just what snakes do. They're not maternal animals at all, the snakes. That's why snakes are generally very, what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive. Because they're basically fighting for their life since hatching. So let me catch up on the comments. No, we didn't get a snake. I have a thing that if there's a snake that is being kept in less than ideal conditions, like people keep them in cupboards and they don't give them the right lighting and heating and stuff like that, I will take that snake as a rescue pet, but to actually deliberately go out and buy a snake as a pet, no. We considered it for a while, but domesticated animals that have actually been bred over hundreds of years to be kept as pets, like cats and dogs, that's fine. Farm animals, again, they've been farmed for centuries, that's fine. But taking something that is always meant to live in the wild, I just don't agree with actively going out and keeping those as pets. However, my husband has always been fascinated with reptiles. It must be genetic because both my boys are. And yeah, hopefully one day we'll be contacted and say, this snake needs a home. Are you willing to look after it? So that's what we'll do. Snakes don't give a shit. You don't have them as a pet. They just tolerate you because you feed them. Absolutely. That's how I feel. And, if there's a snake that's been mistreated, then we'll take it off the person's hands and we'll look after it. But yeah, we're not going to actively look for a baby snake. Yes, boomslang are very venomous. I'm surprised that this guy obviously has been a farmer boy for his whole life, so he knows how to catch them without getting bit. and he managed to capture the snake and put it in a clear container and call someone who knew what to do with the clutch of eggs.
They're one of the most docile venomous snakes there are.
There we go. The snake expert just gave his input. Boomslang are the most docile. Well, the snake expert in this house are one of the most docile snakes, and even though they are venomous, yeah. So, they are ancient reptiles that they've killed pharaohs, etc. They really don't care for us. Release them nearby. Yes. Yeah, you know, if that dude hadn't been scratching through his briarwood pile, he wouldn't have even found her. Just so happened that she was pregnant as well, and she might have laid her eggs, and they would have, I suppose, eventually hatched in his wood pile. And snakes are very territorial as well, so they leave their pheromones like in the area, and that lets other snakes know that this is their territory. And generally, no, they don't like cross over. So they would have all gone their separate ways. Those of the eggs that managed to hatch a live snake, and yeah, nobody would have been the wiser if this guy hadn't found her in his wood pile. So I think what happens is when they're heavily gravid, they find a place where, you know, when they know they're about to lay, they find a place where they can hunker down until they've laid the eggs, and then they move on. Female snakes do let off pheromones as well to let them know that they're fertile, and then the male will smell that and they'll come along and fertilize them. And that's just how it works. Well, once they've mated, the male leaves. So yeah. Brew is like, no, release a venomous snake nearby, really? Generally, if you just leave the snakes alone, they'll leave you alone, and it's all good. There we go. Gentle Inflatables said that. The comments jumped. I'm so sorry. At least you won't have to worry about them pesky field mice. Yes, exactly. We have rats in our garden. Jeez, it drives me nuts. Hello, Joe Emilio. Sorry, I'm only like 5 minutes behind on the comments. It's a moose. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that happened a while ago, Joe. Sorry. Yeah, I'm close to 250 now. Close to 250. Who's your favorite Texan? Joe Rogan. Because he's a Texan now. Yeah, Joe Emilio also wants to know who's your favorite Texan. I have to catch a snake every morning when I go to the toilet. There is a coiled viper there that I have to wrestle with. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. They defend themselves. Yeah, we have chameleons and skink lizards and yeah, loads of stuff. It's really awesome. Oh, Dimebag Daryl. Okay. Cool. Moles are annoying. Hubby was bitten by a mole as he closed the mole's whole loft. Yeah. Thank you, Wisdom Drops, and welcome to this afternoon show. Yes, please smash that like button. And if you're new here, smash that subscribe button, which is down there somewhere. And be sure to ding, 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 ring that bell to get all notifications. Moving along. Joking. Yes. Oh, really? If there's a wasp, I check out. Okay. I know baby mambas are most poisonous as they can't control the amount of venom they release. Okay. I release snakes in my neighbor's yard. They have cats. Don't you like cats? We don't like cats very much either. Hedgehogs, as well, the males will kill the other baby males as he sees them as a threat. That's awful. Bye, Brew. Go safely. Have to go. See you people on the wind down or wherever. Cheers all. Have a lovely day further. Bye, Kyle. Have a good one. Baby snakes unable to control their venom. Adult snakes can, hence a dry bite if you're lucky. Okay, didn't know that. Yeah, oof. Wasps and hornets. Those things scare me because they're not like bees. They can keep stinging. I really hate them. Ugh. Joking atheists don't like no cats. Okay. I bet there's one pussy you do like though. Got you with your own jokes. Wisdom drops cat keeps him safe. You know, there's certain cats that are like just have awesome personalities, but it's normally the cat chooses the person. Like just this random. I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing. It's because I'm zoomed in. Let me just. There we go. Sorry about that. I think when a stray chooses you, then yeah, that's a cool cat. But other than that, like yeah, cats. It's not like a dog where it's like, oh, you feed me, I'm so loyal to you. No. Hardly see any dragonflies. Wonder why. I don't know. We see dragonflies quite often because we have a swimming pool. So don't know. Am I fast for a Monday? I'm having a good day today. I am having a good day. It's been a good, productive day. Yeah. So thanks for noticing. Wasps are essentially little flying Vikings. They literally just go around fucking shit. Like in summer in America this year, they were like the killer wasps. Was that wasps or was it bees? It was wasps killing the bees, right? Yes, David Bossoff. Cats choose you. Oh, Wisdom Drops found a raw milk and fresh veg dealer today. Good day. That is freaking awesome. That is really awesome. And Steve E washed about 300 bras today. I need to know the backstory. By the way, Steve E, like one comment of the week yesterday, because he commented on yesterday's live stream after the fact, and he said, so the government officials that complete their ethics training, do they and pass, do they get a Bentley? It's like, dude, here's your round of applause that I couldn't give you because there was a comment after live stream. There you go. Oh, brass. 300 brass what? Brass bells? Brass washes? Brass what? Like I still need more story. No, joking atheist. Go to the freaking hospital. I like the wasps. They carry the caterpillars off my tomatoes. I'm guessing it's not tomato plants. How do you like the proposed changes to the cannabis bill or the new cannabis, whatever it is? It's on the Dear South Africa website. And by the way, There's 2 campaigns you need to go and comment on the Dear South Africa website right now. It's the License the Person Register the Firearm campaign, started by Gideon Guibert of Paratus. So please go and have your say on that, because this affects non-gun owners too. We want non-gun owners to participate in this as well. And then the other one is the proposed cannabis legislation. You can keep 30 seeds or seedlings and 4 fully grown plants, flowering plants per adult in the house, limited to 8. So if you have 3 adults in the house, then you can't have 12 plants. Don't you think that's a bit random? I think it's totally arbitrary. What are your thoughts, cannabis users? I don't know what the mom joke was, but okay. I know in Europe they're having issues with Asian hornets, I think, especially hens killing bees. Oh, okay, maybe I got the story wrong. Maybe it was in Europe. Yeah, never suck a snake. 300 brass cartridges for 3,000 brass cartridges for reloading. Now that makes sense. Okay, so how do you wash a brass cartridge? Like, you see me, I would put them in, you know, those Sputnik washing machines, those hand washing machines that when you used to go on caravan trips, then you take that with to wash your clothes. I would put them in there. How do you do it? And then how do you dry them? I'm sorry, White Noise Podcast. My husband was also on a very long training session today, so I think he feels your pain, seeing that you guys are in very similar industries. Some people are well trained. Oh, in terms of first aid? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's like a real redneck thing to even think. Oh, Sputnik would work. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing 3,000, that's a lot of brass. Government didn't take ceiling space into account. Plenty of places to grow evil weed without anyone knowing. I agree with some restrictions, but I disagree strongly with the regulations. I never waited for the law in this regard. I agree to use it wisely, don't abuse it. I don't have sex or smoke in front of kids. Yeah, that whole smoking in front of children thing bugs me a little bit, because we're allowed to drink alcohol in front of children. And alcohol kills kids. But it kills more people every year than smoking weed has. Just a thought. What's the difference between venom and poison? Well, poison is if you ingest it and it kills you, and venom is if it bites you or stings you and it kills you.
Venom needs to be injected into the bloodstream.
Venom
Poisons are
ingested.
absorbed.
Okay. Venom needs to be injected into the bloodstream. Poisons need to be absorbed. So I suppose something would be poisonous if it was absorbed through the skin as well, which is why it's called poison ivy, not venom ivy. Okay. I was slightly wrong.
The only real difference is with like a spitting cobra. If it spits and it gets you in the eyes, it can go into your system. But if it gets on your skin, you don't have any open wounds, you're generally okay. Like you can drink venom and it's not going to do anything if you don't have any abscesses and stuff like that inside your stomach, for example.
Okay. Interesting. 2 teaspoons sunlight dishwash liquid, 1 teaspoon citric acid or tartaric acid. Is that also cream of tartar? Is it the right? Am I thinking the right thing? Water, tumble with stainless steel pins. Okay. What do you tumble it in? Like a big can or something? Joe's asking if you'll go on his channel.
How much is he offering?
You don't charge to go on podcasts, love. That's not how it works.
I'll change that.
First aid question. There are 4 different types of venom. What are they?
Cytotoxic, neurotoxic, chemotoxic, and there's the one that's the combination.
Cytohuman.
I can't remember the full thing.
Sorry. Wisdom Drop says, I smoked in front of the kids in Swaziland. They grow up around the stuff, so it was more acceptable. Peer influences strong stuff. Yeah. No, yeah, you see, my argument with not smoking in front of children, and you can go to prison for up to 15 years if you smoke in front of children. Is it 15 years if you smoke in front of children? I forget the different prison sentences. But there's no such law for drinking in front of children. Like, it's arbitrary. It's absolutely arbitrary. Totenkopf says cytotoxic, hemotoxic, neurotoxic, and proteolytic. Tata, now one fish and chips. We're having fish wraps for dinner. Yum, yum. So as soon as we finish here, husband and I need to go to the shops and get salad because I need to get out the house for a change. And I think he knows that, so he's been like waiting. He's not going to the shops now. Am I right? He just nodded. Joe just laughed. He says, my husband should go on Herman's channel for the trivia. He really should. He really should. He, like, yeah. Actually, do you remember I, like, messaged you about the Big Fat Trivia show? And I was like, we need to put something like that together for all the streamers. Watch that big trivia show where it's like all the political commentary that's going on and you like ask them like weird questions about that. We need to do that to Ramon, Ronaldo, Germ, Gareth Cliff. Can you imagine if we managed to get him on? Yeah, I think that would be fun. Oh, you know who else would be good at it? Because they seem pretty clued up. The Big Drop Show. Have you guys watched The Big Drop Show? Because, man, that's why you guys didn't see me watching the Kiffness, because I realized they were live. And I was like, I can watch the Kiffness on the replay. I never catch these guys live. And I watched their show, and it was so freaking cool. I'm actually going to find a link to their channel right now. Because really, they deserve more subscribers than they have. The Big Drop Show. There we go. They have 109 subscribers, and I'd really like by the end of the stream if they were up to like 112. So, can you guys please subscribe to them? They don't stream very often at all. I think it's like every Friday. Yeah, normally around the time that I have my show actually, but they went later, so it was cool. I think they started 4:30. Doesn't matter. Wisdom Drops is asking Totenkopf if he's having snake venom shops sound like a herpetologist. What is a herpetologist?
Reptiles.
Okay. That's my husband. My husband is into herpetology. Also, I like the way he thinks. I'll get him a drink or two when I'm in Joburg someday. Dude, you're coming to Bra with us when you're in Joburg someday. You are coming here and we will even put you up. Seriously. If you come to Joburg, you better come visit me. Just saying. Wisdom Drops is not a Totenkopf is not a snake expert, but do know which ones can be picked up and which ones shouldn't.
Which one shouldn't is an easy one. If you don't know it, don't pick it up.
There we go. Yeah, the quiz sounds like a fantastic idea, right? Taking my boy out for birthday spoils. Awesome. Catch you later, Reese. Trivia. Oh, so Herman is Farmers Travels. He does like travel trivia. Farmers Travels. So let's link his channel. He also deserves more subscribers. Come, guys, come.
Do you want a random piece of trivia for your guests?
I'd love a random piece of trivia for my guests. Just on that note, thank you, Joe, for subbing to Big Drop Show. They really deserve it. Okay, random trivia.
What animal, if it went extinct today, would be back on Earth within 11 months?
Did you guys hear that? His voice carries, so I'm just going to assume. Joker is very impressed with you. You know your stuff, love.
I know what I know, and I ask about what I don't know.
Here we go. Always learning. The snake's head is the giveaway on the snakes. Yes, my husband has taught me that as well. What, love?
So I'll be impressed if anybody knows that without Google.
A water bear. Nope. What animal has an 11-month gestation period? Actually, the correct answer is what animal has a 10-month gestation period and what animal has a 12-month gestation period, and they can mate and create a new animal, and the gestation period is 11 months. That's right, eh? Because one's 10 months and one's 12 months, and then when they mate, it's 11 months. Yeah.
Mule. But there's a trick.
None, because they are extinct. Nope, sorry.
A mule, even though it's a hybrid, is considered its own species.
I'm loving some of these questions. My wife from the Joker. A social justice warrior. Yeah, they just keep like popping up out of nowhere. A jellyfish. No. Cheers, Ruth. Enjoy. I know what it is because he taught me this years ago. He gave you the answer. It's called a mule. But you know what a mule actually is? A Pachycephalosaurus. No, dude, those are, well, yeah, they're not extinct, are they? Because we have one running this shit show that is South Africa. A mule. What is a mule? How is a mule made? Does it get deposited as an egg? No, it's a mammal. It's a mammal. The mourning gecko is single-sexed and can produce its own fertilized egg. No, I'm talking mammals that
but if it went extinct, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, if it goes extinct, yeah, it wouldn't matter.
No more.
Yeah, this animal can go extinct, and then two other mammals can mate and make a new one. Mixed race donkey horse.
Yes.
Basically.
Except
that's what a mule is.
A male donkey and a female horse.
It has to be a male donkey and a female horse. That's what a mule is. What's the other way around?
Right.
An ass.
Whatever it is, it's not an actual. What's the term? It's not a real animal, for want of a better word. It's not considered its own species.
It's not considered its own species.
An actual animal. Not like a liger or something like that when you cross a tiger and a lion.
Mm.
That's a man-made thing.
Yeah, because they wouldn't make
No.
that choice. Zos. The Joker had a good answer. The EFF, they just keep popping up.
We're not talking about insects.
So we're not talking about insects, yeah. So yeah, here's a few funny answers. Zos. I'm assuming it's a donkey horse thing, mabob. Thanks, Dodgy. Every view helps, even if you don't interact. What about grizzly bear, grizzly polar hybrids?
Chances of it happening, I suppose, are okay, but it wouldn't be considered its own species.
Carol Baskin. Guys. I missed the quagga. What's a quagga?
Quagga is an extinct.
Gosh.
Like a zebra type of thing. It was a half-striped zebra.
A half-striped zebra.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were weird. I think they went extinct in the late 1800s? Early? I don't remember.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a thing. I thought he was talking about smoking Zol.
Oh, quagga.
Ruth misses the dodo, a zebra donkey. Husky dog wolf. Husky dog / wolf.
That was a quagga.
Totenkopf says you are his new spirit animal. And I'll be honest, I actually think you guys would get along quite well. Okay. So it's like dark at the bottom.
Well, it's a black and white picture.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think anybody actually. It was very red, roan in color.
Quagga was at every trek go. Oh, yes, now I remember. Yes, it was a weird looking zebra thing on their logo. I just thought, yeah, I don't know. Don't know what I thought. Yeah, I really do think Mr. Eleutheria and Totenkopf would get along really well.
When did they go extinct? I can't remember. Late 19th century. So yeah, late 1800s.
Interesting. There really is no bounds to my husband's general knowledge. He's actually known where he works. They have a operations managers meeting every Friday. And he's not much of a meeting person. He thinks all meetings could be emails, but he has to go to this meeting every Friday. Well, not so much anymore, hey? Not since lockdown.
No.
Oh, but also it's not, the sites aren't yours anymore. Your guys have to go to the meetings, but you don't.
I was asked for one on Friday though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do that because you're opening a new site.
No, I was at the new site.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's one.
Wait, can I finish where I was going? Okay. So he has to go to these ops meetings and he started Fun Fact Friday. And he would give them like a random piece of useless information for Fun Fact Friday. And it became a thing. They would actually ask him, okay, so Fun Fact Friday. It actually became a thing. Anyway.
So on Friday they asked me for another one. Since we were opening a hotel, it just made sense to ask the question. When was the first hotel opened?
Interesting. I'm going to say in the 1400s. No.
Not an inn?
Not an inn?
No, a hotel.
Okay. So like Jesus times, those were all inns?
Yes.
Okay. So 1600s?
No.
1800s?
Way.
Too late?
Yeah.
Okay. 800?
Getting closer. First hotel was, well, according to records, the first hotel was opened in Japan. Some very long name is 707 AD.
There you go, guys.
In the modern era,
Mm-hmm.
the first hotel was opened in Essex in the UK in 1768. And the interesting thing is that the hotel that was opened in Japan is still running 43 generations later, still owned by the same family.
Wow. Is it only 43 generations? I mean, if you think about it, we have had 45 American presidents, and the US only started in the 1700s.
Yeah, but they can only run for 8 years.
Okay, yeah.
707 gives you 1,000.
And the Japanese live long.
years.
Yes.
50 years per generation. Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It might have been 46 generations. I can't remember.
Yeah, but still.
Give or take 3. Still, it's still in operation.
Yeah, that's really impressive. Okay, so in Essay of the World. Hello, Corlia. Welcome. The first hotel was opened with Adam and Eve. A woman has the world's smallest hotel. You got to leave your bags. Oh, Chad, always with the dirty jokes. The first Shell Ultra City was started in 1652. Cape Town was the first Shell Ultra City. That was the whole point in Cape Town. Franklin ran for more than 8 years. I stand to be corrected, though. Yeah, but I think that was before the. It was either during a war, or it was before the 8-year rule became a thing.
I don't know. But still.
Can you not hear? Guys can't hear. Can you not hear me, or you just can't hear husband? How many animals did Moses put on the ark? I don't know. Oh, World War II. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would explain that. Oh, you can't hear hubby. Okay, I'll hand him the microphone if he talks again. Then that'll be better, right?
I don't think anybody has like a proper number. Did they record it? Is it in the Bible?
I don't know.
Apparently 2 of everything. 68,500.
Jan Smuts was Prime Minister of the UK for 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, shit. Of course. He got us. The answer is 0. Moses had nothing to do with an ark. That was Noah. You can tell we're not theologists, right?
No, it just goes to prove that people don't listen properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got caught on your own bugbear, love.
Yep.
Yeah, that normally doesn't get me. Just going to zoom this out a bit. Bless you. Zoom in. I love playing with this thing. I really do.
Didn't Moses have something to do with an ark?
No, Moses was the baby in the basket down the river. His mother put him in a basket and sent him down the river to keep him safe. She lined the basket with tar. What box thing?
I think that's why it might get people, that one.
Yes, he does win the Golden Ark Award today. Bless you, Mr. Eleutheria. That's from Totengolf. Moses was first smoker burning bushes.
Ark of the Covenant was Moses. That's why it gets people.
Mm.
Noah and the Ark, Ark of the Covenant and Moses. I thought
Okay.
there was something about Moses and an Ark. Just a different Ark.
It is allergies, seasonal allergies, yes. And it's mainly because I'm a terrible housewife and I haven't dusted for a while. Yes, we do need to read our Bibles, dear list. We really, really do.
Well, am I wrong on that one as well?
No, he's commenting on the Noah Moses thing. Dodgy's only half, he's not like really interacting, he's listening whilst he works. Yeah. Joker says actually your husband is partially correct, Ark of the Covenant. He will get half a beer.
I was just wondering why people fall for it so easily. And then something just clicked and said Moses was to do with an ark of some sort.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we've been going for nearly an hour. You guys have been super entertaining and kept the stream going as per usual. And of course, Mr. Eleutheria with his information always helps as well. But we do need to pop to the shops and get some salad stuff to stuff in our wraps with fish. So I am going to love and leave you here. And I will catch you tomorrow afternoon for Terrific Tuesday. Or maybe it'll be Terrible Tuesday. Who knows? Let's hope Ramon has some good news stories in tomorrow morning's episode. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't wear a mask if you don't have to, and stay safe out there. Cheers, guys. No material cutting. We didn't get there. Maybe tomorrow. Terrific Tuesday. You guys were entertaining enough.